Okay, we're going to continue our exploration of rational number calculations with looking at adding and subtracting rationals when they're in their fractional form, specifically when they are both positive or negative and they're mixed numbers, like the example here. The background knowledge you need to approach this question, if you'll recall from grade 7, first of all, you need to remember your basic integer facts. That you could consider subtracting always as add the opposite. Or in this case, since you're starting with a negative and you add the opposite, you are really just doing negative 5 plus a positive 2, which is like saying 5 minus 2, but the answer is a negative. The other background skill you'll need is your grade 8 remembrance of how to add and subtract fractions that don't have the same denominator. Recall that, as you saw in the previous video, you can't combine by addition or subtraction two things unless they're in a common form. So I would again think of this as add a negative, and this of course would be 8 add negative 5 tenths. 8 tenths plus negative 5 tenths would be 3 tenths. That brings us to our problem at hand. How do we subtract? Again, think, add the opposite. So that's my first step. Now my second step is I will change both of these to improper fraction form. So I know that if I have two whole groups of thirds, that'd be 6 thirds plus 2 more thirds is 8 thirds. And of course the entire group of thirds we have, all 2 2/3 of them are negatives. Adding that to what is now a positive 3 1/2, and by the same method, 3 groups of 2 make 6, with the extra one making 7 halves. From there, recall that we need a common denominator. In this case, the number that 3 and 2 both goes into is 6. So we're looking at how many sixths do both of these numbers have to be? Well, 3 goes into 6 twice, so I would need 2 times 8, and I now have 16 sixths. Remember that they're negative. And 2 goes into 6 3 times, so I need 21 sixths on this side. Now that they're both counted in the same shaped pieces, or they're both in a common amount, I can just combine them and say that I have negative 16 sixths plus positive 21 sixths, which makes for 5 sixths. For you